This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day to be alive. We're glad you tuned into the Power Trip. Here we are. Oh, these are things, bring me some new ideas. These are so damaged. That's the end of the song. 41 right now, 57 today, 66 tomorrow. Beautiful days. If you lived through yesterday's weather catastrophes. Marnie's here. She must have made it. Hi, Marnes.
Yeah. Hi, good morning. Yeah, we didn't.
Hi, Marnes.
We got a little bit of wind.
Yeah, I know. We smelled it.
That's okay. Oh, hey, now, come on. It was marking my territory.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. You have to. You have to. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Anything new in your world?
It's great to see you. Not really. My basketball team is hella fun to watch.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. How many points a game are you averaging?
Jeez.
Because you can play. Weren't you kind of a Dakota's legend?
Yeah. I'm not playing in this series. I don't know.
You're talking about the Wolves.
Closely, you've watched it.
I thought you were playing like rec league ball and just dropping like 22 a game.
I see. No. But Friday, Sunday were two of the most entertaining basketball games I've seen in a long time. And Target Center was
That's sweet.
electric.
Yeah. Super cool.
Yeah, man.
Good for you.
Yeah, we're all happy for you.
Thanks.
We can do this.
Yeah.
They're the better team. They're going to win. I don't know if they're going to win tomorrow, but they're going to win.
Yeah. Yeah. It sure feels like they're going to win tomorrow.
You do.
Yeah.
Like the Lakers gave it all they had.
Yeah. It felt
We
like
got more.
desperation set in the second half of Game 4 for J.J. Redick.
Yeah.
Sure felt like it.
And Sauce, you retweeted Kendrick Perkins' video from yesterday. Marnes, you see that yesterday?
No.
He went on this 2-minute rant about how awesome Ant is, and that that he's a top 5 player on the planet, and that a lot of people are overlooking Ant when they talk about the best players in the world. And he basically said last year he outplayed Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Was toe to toe with the Joker, and now and sent home. Who was the other one he sent home last year?
He only won those two series.
Okay, so then what am I thinking about? Then he said this. Then he was talking about this one. Then he was like, and he's going to send Luka and LeBron home this time. Then he essentially said in the next series, he's going to square off against Steph. And he basically said, look out, Steph, because he'll probably send you home as well. Like, basically, he's like, Ant is just a giant killer. He's just going to take all these guys out.
And Kendrick Perkins picked the Wolves to win this series, right? He was one of the few national.
I don't think anybody at ESPN did.
Well, but the list that went viral, Kendrick Perkins was not on that list.
Okay. Yeah.
Like the 10 or 12 quote writers, I think that all took the Lakers. I don't think Kendrick was on that list.
Because he loves Ant and he loves the Wolves.
Loves the Wolves.
Because they had him on sports the other day, and he basically, the anchor was like, hey, how do the Lakers get back into it? And he paused for a second. He just looks in the camera and goes, they can't. It's over. It was sweet.
Telling it like it is.
Yeah, he's the best.
Did it bug anyone else listening to the LeBron James post-game press conference, or even that
Hawk
one little clip? Hawk, what part did you not like?
The part where he rubbed his beard.
Yeah.
His wife
was it the way that he rubbed it?
It grosses me out.
How was his wife there?
Yeah, like you could see like dust in there, Dorito dust.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, I love Dorito dust.
I know you do, but not out of LeBron's beard.
Hey, I'll take what I can get.
Little bronze beard?
That's what I call him. That's what I call him.
Well, that and
like a horse in the Derby on Saturday.
He's also 2 feet taller than you.
Little bronze beard.
that and how LeBron kept talking about the foul that he got called for after they reviewed. They found a proximate foul, which is meaning we didn't see it at first. We go back and we call it. And he kept talking about the rule of the hand is the ball. They keep telling me the hand is the ball.
I never understood that.
But he's right. The hand is the ball. The problem that he doesn't address is that he
hit the wrist.
Hit the wrist and the arm. And I'm just
all
like,
of it.
The wrist is not the ball. The hand is.
My hair out. And
I know.
I'm wondering, did he not see the replay, or does he know exactly what he's doing and he's just saying it? Either one makes me so irritated. And I am a fan of LeBron. I am not here to rip. And I just keep seeing that clip come up. in different places. And I'm like, why does he keep talking about the hand as the ball? Because it's true. So, Hawk, if you're holding the basketball and I go for the strip or something, or I go for the block, and you have just firm possession of the ball, and I hit the part of your hand connected to the ball at that time, that is not considered a foul.
Okay.
The problem is, or the issue here is that LeBron hit Ant's wrist/forearm, whichever you want to label it. He did not hit the hand. And so LeBron spends 5 minutes talking about this rule. They always tell me hand is part of the ball. I mean, that's the rule. That's what they made. The rule, and he keeps going and going. And like, but you didn't hit the hand.
I must admit, I never knew that until Sunday. I had no idea that was a rule. I always thought you made contact with the hand, it was a foul.
Now, in a shot, if you come across the side of the hand, that is a foul.
Okay. All right.
They have adjusted, they call it the high five. So if you're straight on and you sort of almost high five someone in a shooting motion, that is actually not a foul. So it's really nuanced. But yes, hitting the hand in general is a foul unless you have it completely on the ball.
That overhead view changed everything.
Clearly, where did they get that from?
Hawkeye cam.
So speaking of interesting calls and rules, did you see that the NBA came out and said that the Jaden McDaniels trip should have been called a trip?
Yeah,
and that's true too.
I'm so confused because according to the rule, here's let me just read it. Then it'll make it clearer. McDaniels steps forward into Doncic's path, initiating illegal foot contact that causes him to lose his balance.
Yes.
So Jaden definitely puts his foot down, and Luka steps on Jaden's foot and falls. That's really tricky because there is no intent by Jaden McDaniels to trip him.
Right.
It's just Luka stepped on his foot. So I guess what the NBA is saying is you step into his path, and whether you did it on purpose or not, it's still, that's his path, and now he has no place to step. So he didn't put his leg out there and trip him, right? No way. Just put his foot out, Luka steps on his foot. They're saying you still can't do that. I didn't know that rule because that looks like, to me, just incidental contact, and you stepped on his foot, and that's your fault. They're saying you can't step into a guy's path and basically put down landmines that he has nowhere to step.
The replay they showed most often on that particular play was sort of from court level, almost if you can picture where Chris Finch would be standing. Not quite to the Wolves bench, not even close to the Wolves bench, but between half court and the free throw line. And then looking straight at those guys from that angle. The overhead view, not the Hawkeye cam that we were talking about for the LeBron foul, but just a higher view shows Jaden kind of in his perfect defensive stance, and then that one step significantly into Doncic's normal trajectory. So it was the lunge. In real time, it is basically impossible for the human eye to see in real time. And it was only that I felt like that certain angle that because you have to be able to see Jaden taking an almost unnatural defensive step or one that takes him into Luka's body. I don't like the 2-minute report for reasons like that. And sometimes it works in our favor and sometimes not. But you just put people up in arms. But if they made it the 3-minute report or the 4-minute report, then you go back and, that one was wrong, that one was wrong.
Right. Well, it's like the Josh Hart non-foul, right? Like, it's not going to make the Pistons feel better. It's like, they admitted they got the call wrong. You still lost. They're not changing it.
And actually, it doesn't make it worse.
Right. You could argue it makes it worse because now they're admitting you got robbed. Right. So great. Doesn't change the outcome.
Should it come down to that, I guess, is the way I usually look at it. Well, okay, so should the Pistons have been in that position where they needed that? I don't know. It was a close game. All these, they are human beings and they are going to make mistakes.
Also, it is the height of irony.
Oh, that guy fell.
It is the height of irony that that we are talking about. Did the Wolves get too many calls go their way? Yep. With the three perpetrators on the other side being LeBron, who gets every call, Doncic, who gets every call and flops a fair amount to get every call, and the Lakers franchise, which historically gets every call. And we're spending time worried about whether or not the Wolves got too many calls?
Well said,
because there were 2 calls at the end that didn't go the Lakers' way, really?
I like you.
Honest to God, that's crazy.
News with Chris Hockey.
Get 'em,
Presented
Boney.
by the St. Paul Saints.
Thank you, St. Paul Saints.
Additional irony of that call is that call of being able to review something and call a proximate foul, which is a term we've never heard, came because of the Wolves series against Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks last season when Kyrie Irving fouled Jaden McDaniels.
Right. Yeah, who does not
knocked
get
the
a
ball
recall.
out of bounds,
Right.
and the refs reviewed it, the out of bounds part, but they couldn't call the foul, even though it was obvious. This year, that changed, and all season long, refs have been able to call a proximate foul, and that is exactly what LeBron James got whistled for.
Well,
Go ahead.
and if you watch before that, they actually go to review the call. The referee spent 2 minutes before they walk over the table trying to discuss what they can review and what they can not review on that. Because I think the Lakers called a timeout, which is, gave the Wolves time
to challenge.
right?
Yeah.
Which gave the
It
Wolves
was
a
bizarre.
chance to actually challenge it, right? And they're trying to figure out what can we legally review or not review on this thing. So
They got it right.
Lord. Yeah.
They got that one right.
St. Paul Saints hit the road on a 6-game series with the Clippers at Huntington Park starting tonight. David Festa starts for St. Paul.
Playing the
First
Clippers?
pitch is at 4:05. And if you want to see your favorite Minnesota Twin play baseball, you're going to have to do it right now for the St. Paul Saints. As Royce Lewis is with the Saints through this week. He'll probably be back with the Twins maybe for the Boston series this weekend. Am I right about that?
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out.
read
I
that
wouldn't
on
be
Twitter.
shocked if he was back for the Boston series, but they're careful with Royce Lewis at this point, obviously, and how quickly they try to get him back from his rehab. So,
Well, and how about our guy, Toby Gardenhire, won his
Yeah, how about
300th game as Saints manager.
Good for him. He's the best.
How about our other guy, Ryan Jeffers, kicking butt?
Yeah, hit his first home run last night.
He's come alive. His bat is starting to come alive, and he's now the primary catcher. It is clear that Christian Vasquez has been moved into a more traditional backup role. For the last 2 years, those two have basically caught every other day. It's been incredibly remarkable. I haven't seen that even in any Major League Baseball team ever. And now, because Vasquez just continues to not hit for about 2 years now,
Hey,
it's all Jeffers.
Bonnie Bones
Yep.
Yeah, Bonnie Bones.
meets us, Paul and Bear.
Yes, sir.
Marney. There's McDonald's chicken strips out there. I can
Oh,
smell
hell
them.
yeah.
You're going to want to eat those.
Can't wait.
In the lobby?
They're back. They're right outside my door. I can smell them.
Yeah, they smell delicious.
They do.
Okay.
Let's eat. Let's eat.
Okay,
Smells
bye.
better than what usually smells like in there, huh?
Can you smell what the hawk is cooking?
He's just marking his territory.
Yeah.
It's territory.
Sauce will do sports after this. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Man. McCrispy strips from McDonald's. That's good. Thanks, McDonald's. And the new creamy chili McCrispy strip dip. A little spicy.
Yeah, it's got a little,
Like
just a
kick
wee
to
bit of kick.
it. Yep. It's real good.
Real good.
I'll stick with my tangy barbecue. That's my fave of all time.
Yeah, that's the best.
That's
so
the
good.
best. Thank you.
I'm a honey mustard gal.
Think you can tell. You look like a honey mustard gal. Hi.
Hello.
Stop it.
You said it first.
I didn't mean to. Mask good. Hi, Zacko. You know what?
Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning.
This says a lot about
Zacko.
us as morning people, as radio people. Zacko, I was talking to him down the line. I could hear him. He couldn't hear me. He saw me eating a chicken strip, and he goes, "You lucky SOB." He's in Vegas right now, and he thinks I'm lucky because I'm sitting here eating a chicken strip.
That's
Priorities.
the free food is
That's the best.
the big perk of this business.
How,
that's for
how
sure.
disappointed were you yesterday sitting in your bathtub watching severe weather
Hammering
on your
yourself.
app, and there wasn't much to write home about?
I try not to because like the consequences of an actual outbreak yesterday would have been terrible. So I try not to be like,
Thanks,
oh, I
Dustin
wish that.
Hoffman.
That was the good thing.
Really?
That was the best case scenario was to not have a tornado outbreak. So that was a good thing. Though, yes, the adrenaline sector of my brain was had to be satisfied in other ways. We'll just call it that. We'll just say that.
Okay.
Zacko.
Zach. Sick.
I had to explain to my 11-year-old because she loves the movie Twister and Twisters.
Yeah.
Oh, she's smart. They're great films.
Twisters is terrible.
I'm going to smack you in the face.
She liked both. She really
Please
liked
do.
both. So she goes, she's like, I hope we get a tornado today. I go, no, you don't want that. She goes, no, I want one. She's like, I've never been a part of one. I go, that's the goal. And then her exact line was, she goes, I want to go through a Twister and then we can watch Twisters.
Yeah.
Like, we can watch it without having a tornado hit the house. Yeah. Start it now. Go ahead. Watch all the Glenn Powell you want.
Yeah.
Let's leave the house alone.
That's an interesting dude, that Glenn Powell guy. He's been in a lot of different things, and then suddenly he's a star. You know what I mean?
He's also...
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is he?
It's
You're
like-
about to say something ripping.
He's going to be in that Chad Powers thing. It looks like the worst film ever
The
created.
hell are you talking
Yeah, what are you talking about?
You haven't heard that bit?
No.
So like 2 or 3 years ago, Eli Manning dressed up as he got like in full makeup and went and did this bit. He tried out for quarterback at Penn State, and his name was Chad Powers.
Okay.
Now they're making a movie about it.
God, you hate
That'll
him.
be horrible.
Well, we said the same thing about Ted Lasso, and look at that.
Yeah, man.
No, this will be terrible.
I got to tell you, by the way, Boney Bonds,
Yes, sir.
and you too, Marney Warrens, the Ted Lasso book that I just finished is so good. It makes you want to watch the whole series again. It's an in-depth breakdown. I think it's a writer from the Atlantic or the New Yorker or somebody like that. Did a deep dive into every episode. It's so good. And it makes you just love everything about every person on that show.
I would love that.
It's real good.
Yeah. I really like that show.
Me too.
Yeah, it's a feel good.
It certainly
sure.
is. It
It's
certainly
an
is.
uplifter.
And it, by the way,
It's so
the guy's not looking at it through rose-colored glasses. If there's a plot problem or if there's a problem with the show, he mentions it and he talks it through. It's pretty good. It's a good book.
And I mentioned Shrinking to you guys, right?
Oh my God, it's the best.
Outstanding.
Season 2 may be the best season of
It's so
television
good.
this year
All right.
or last year, whenever it came out.
Okay.
How much did you love it?
I've been through season 1 and we saw episode 1 of season 2.
Don't talk to me again until you watch the second season. Period.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't want to see your face.
I'm upset at you right now.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm upset at Marnie too, but that's because she didn't tell me. She was brought to us by somebody.
Why is that my
You're
responsibility?
supposed to tell me, and I don't know when I don't know. Who are you brought to us by?
Surfside. It should be in your
I knew
log,
that.
and I don't have a log.
Don't talk about my log.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, don't you ever look at your log?
Every morning. I give it a talking to.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks, Ren and Stimpy.
I
like
rough
father,
talk
like
it.
son.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I rough talk it.
Thank you, to
I do.
Surfside for my Tuesday appearances. I had a couple of Surfsides over the weekend.
By the way, I'm talking about my
outside,
penis.
by the bar table.
What do you say to it?
And does it talk back?
No, it
Marnes,
doesn't say a damn
continue
word.
with
I mean,
Surfside.
is this how
lays
it's
there.
supposed to go?
No, Surfside's supposed to get a nice,
Hey,
clean
listen,
mention.
They sponsored this bit for a reason. I'm trying to give them their money's worth.
Yeah, they brought up.
Fine. Go ahead. Finish.
Whoa,
Please don't.
Are you talking?
Zach
What
already
you were
did.
saying.
Did you ever hear what I said when I was rough talking my guy this morning?
So what was the bit about troubles and bubbles or whatever that you
Doubles
that-
and troubles and poor
that's-
troubles.
What?
The
How does it go?
thing for me is I don't like carbonation, especially in my adult bevies.
Right, I'm with you.
So I found Surfside last summer at Total Wine, and I love iced tea,
I love
especially
fries.
peach iced tea. And there is a peach iced tea Surfside, which is peach iced tea and vodka. They have flavored peach or flavored iced teas and flavored lemonades without the bubbles. Hence, no bubbles, no troubles.
right? And the guys from Surfside were here, and they didn't
Sweet
seem
people.
to like that slogan
Yeah, they
that much.
sued
So I
you,
wonder
actually.
if they would prefer have a Surfside while you're rough talking your log.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what, dude? That's trademarked. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, run it by them and see if they're in favor of that.
I'll run it up the old flagpole.
See if anything sticks. See who salutes.
Hey man, they signed up for this. They
Thank
know.
you, Surfside.
Thank you, Surfside.
Thanks,
You know,
Surfside.
you know where they have Surfside on the regular? Grandview Lodge.
Oh, what a nice transition. We'll
that
be
right?
there Thursday night and Friday morning.
Is that right?
What time will that be?
I don't know.
I'll be happy to cheers a Surfside with y'all. So Thursday night,
Norm.
7-ish.
I don't know. Is it 6 to
9-ish?
8 or 7 to 9? We should probably know this.
I think it's 7 to 9. I
Or 6 to 8.
so.
One of the two. We should look that up.
You can check Hockey's log.
Get
He
there
might know.
and-
Yeah, how's your log, Hog?
Lazy.
Let me look it up while you guys talk
Beat up,
sports.
so I ain't gonna lie to you.
Who beat? Never mind.
Whoa.
Where,
Well, you beat it up.
Zacho, are you flying? When are you flying home from Vegas? Game is tonight.
Wednesday.
Tomorrow, Wednesday.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
And then game
Well, then they play again
6
on
is on Thursday night.
Thursday. And then you
And
drive up to Grand.
Yeah.
Golly, ma.
Yes.
Yes, and
go
7
getter.
to 9 p.m. Thursday
Sweet.
night, Grandview Lodge, a whole bunch of games and a Rube game of initials, giant prizes, all that stuff. And then the standard show, 5:30 to 9. Friday morning from Grandview. It's going
Okay.
to be super cool.
All right. It'll be fun.
It'd be super fun.
Super
Sus,
fun.
is your whole family going
Yep.
up, like
Yep.
wife and child?
Yes.
And will it be?
Hey.
There's no Louis, only Steve's gonna
Yeah,
be
he
there.
will be there. He will show up on Friday to probably cheer on Uncle Hawk.
Who will score more points and initials, him or you?
Oh, him for sure.
Saucy was on fire last week.
A+. You should have heard him on Password. Dude was a genius on Friday.
Is that right? What happened?
Yeah, just, I don't know, man. Somebody flipped that switch on.
Did you rough talk your log?
Yeah, I did. And, well, I'll be honest with you, I played against Barb and Tennessee, probably the most competitive people in the building, and they didn't think Maxo and I had a chance.
Wonder why.
And we destroyed them.
Look, yeah.
That's what happens when you overlook your opponent.
Yeah.
That's what
and they
happens.
definitely overlooked us, and I don't blame them.
They doubted you?
Oh, yeah. And then we stood up and told everybody who doubted us.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know. I played out of my mind, and I don't know how I did it.
Nobody does. I do know it's time for sports.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around, your TimberTech deck building contractor.
Thank you.
Boney, your Twins crushed the Guardians 11-1. Buxton and Correa have started to hit, and this team is on a roll.
Yes!
They've won 6 of 7 in 4 straight. Our guy Ryan Jeffers hit his first home run of the season. The Twins are 13 and 16. Same two teams today at 5-10.
His swing and his timing are just syncing up really well. And he knows what he's trying to do, like we're talking about with all of our hitters. But he knows when to put a really good swing on the ball, when to make the adjustment and shorten up. It's something that he spent a lot of time, even in spring training, talking about and thinking about, kind of revamping some of his idea of going out there and having a good at-bat.
That's Ryan Jeffers he's talking about.
Yeah, Ryan Jeffers has been great. I mean, the whole offense right now seems to be clicking, which is awesome because the whole offense was absolutely not clicking for the first 2-3 weeks. What happened? I don't know. It's baseball. Ask the baseball gods. But
Yeah,
what has been consistent is their starting pitching has been incredible. Bailey Ober, 7.2 innings last night. And probably could have gone a little bit further, but I think they wanted to give Jorge Alcala a little extra work. That means basically for the next 3 games versus Cleveland, you've got a completely rested bullpen because they've had 2 outstanding starts from Joe Ryan and Bailey Ober. And I mean, on top of that, you got Pablo Lopez back in the rotation. Simeon Woods Richardson had a great outing. We'll see Chris Paddock tonight. We'll see if he continues his upward trend. And you've still got David Festa and Zebby Matthews, 2 pretty exciting pitching prospects pitching in St. Paul right now. So starting pitching is clicking on all cylinders. The bullpen has been very good, and now suddenly the offense is joining. And yeah, when that happens, you get 6 out of 7 wins.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Zacho,
Yes, sir.
the Wild battle the Golden Knights tonight at 8:30. The series is tied 2-2. The Knights, though, are minus 240 on the money line, and they are minus 215 to win the series, but who cares? Go Wild.
Yeah, Ryan Hartman said after the game on Saturday, he said, we woke up this morning needing 2 wins, and he said after the game, after they lost, they still needed 2 wins. So not much change on Saturday. Obviously, it would have been nice to win that one and get to Vegas and have that. But the Wild have had an extra day off to rest, recoup, recover, get ready for tonight. I understand that Bouillon, he will be out. Merrill will be in tonight as they make obviously just a limited lineup change. But I like their chances. They've played very, very well this series. It was a close one back in St. Paul, but it was not a close one when they were out here and they beat them 5-2. So I think they've been a lot, or for the most part, the better team in this series. and I hope that we see that tonight again. If they come out flying, it'd be really cool to see them obviously take home ice advantage back and maybe finish this thing off on Thursday. Wild in 6, baby.
Panthers beat the Lightning to take a 3-1 series lead. They won 4-2 last night.
That game was crazy because
the 2 goals in 11 seconds.
Well, the Lightning did to score to take a 2-1 series lead, a 2-1 lead. Then the Panthers did it right back late in the third. There was like 4 minutes to go, and the Lightning were holding on and going to win 2-1. Then the Panthers scored twice in 11 seconds. Then they add an empty netter, so they scored 3 goals within I don't know, a minute or 2 at the most, and pulled away and won 4-2. What a joke!
Yeah, I
come
thought
on,
we were going
Lightning.
overtime, and everything was going to go great, and then the Panthers went right back, and that series has been wild. And now the Panthers in the driver's seat for that one. So, but it's been a hell of a series, as you said, Cor.
That sucked.
Yeah, I need the Panthers.
Man.
Panthers are my best squad to win the Core versus Parrish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stars 6, Avs 2. That series is now led 3-2 by Dallas.
Yeah, huge win. It looked like the Avs were getting all that momentum and changing the series around with that 4-0 win the other night. But then the Stars punched them right back in the face.
Jeez.
Goes back to Colorado. I'd be surprised if this thing doesn't go 7.
I just kind of raw dogged it.
Wow, Pat. Martins, the Wolves lead the Lakers 3-1. They look to close them out tomorrow at 9 p.m. The Lakers are minus 5.5, and the over-under is 209.5.
FanDuel have that game?
We do. Yes. We would have 5, 6, and 7 should we need 6 and or 7. I'm a little bit surprised at the 5.5. Is anyone else? Does that feel...
I'm shocked as hell.
Yeah, Hawk is beyond
giving
shocked.
the Lakers
I wrote a blog about it.
maybe
You
more
did?
than
Where?
they've shown in this series.
Where's your blog, Hawk?
On KFAN Quantum Fiber.
Oh, good
I
for
think
them.
it's basically been 5.5 for all of the games in LA, right?
Yeah, because we
4.5 or 5.5. Yeah, when you and I bet on game 2, it was 5.5.
You are correct, sir.
Margie,
And I think game 1 was 4.5.
Munzie?
Margie, basketball question for you.
Okay.
Why, when I'm watching FanDuel and they're talking about hockey, do they not put the names of the people on the screen? Because I don't know who's talking. I don't know.
So this is your
hockey.
basketball question?
Yeah.
When they're talking about hockey.
Yeah. They had.
Why do they not put the names?
Yeah.
Are they players?
I don't know. How in the hell do I know?
You mean like Ryan
When we're
Carter and
talking-
Anthony LaPanta?
That's exactly who I was watching. And there was some other dude sitting with him. I never figured out who the other dude was.
That was Mark Parrish.
Nope. No, that guy.
That was their podcast bit, right?
I don't know.
I mean, we typically, as you start a segment,
Yeah.
the names will be on the screen.
Right.
And then they go away, similar to what we're watching right now. It doesn't say Mike Greeny.
I need him to put that up there because sometimes I
You just
tune
need
in
it to
late.
be.
If I tune in late, I'm like, is that Larry Reynolds? I have no idea who it is.
Yeah,
Pisses
that's
me off.
interesting. I haven't heard that complaint a lot.
Thank you.
Maybe they
Zacco?
don't know.
Marnie,
Yeah.
Marnie, do you have a phone number to the control room that Hawk could call at any point?
Yeah, I can
Just
share
ask
that.
who's on
I
the
can share
TV?
that off air. Yeah.
You know what? I'm just being a viewer.
They're going
Yeah,
to want you to pick
Hawk's
the
right.
font size
I'm on
and
No,
Hawk's
Hawk is definitely right.
Hey, the font size?
font.
Thank you.
size.
Do you find yourself losing interest in the game if you don't know who's talking?
Yes.
So
Now, is the
that's why it
game-
was your basketball question?
Yeah.
Is the game on at the time? Because then you wouldn't see who's. Do you want to know who's talking when you can't
wants to know
see
what
their
love is.
faces?
Zeev William.
Or only
Zeev
when
William.
their faces are on camera?
What he's saying is it'd be nice if, is it Apple that when you pause the
Prime.
or is it Netflix or Prime?
Prime.
Yeah, Prime, where you pause your show and then it'll tell you everybody in the scene, what
Yeah, I
the
love
character's
that.
name is,
Yeah,
and what the
that's awesome.
actor's name is.
Yeah,
That's
that's
pretty
where you
cool.
got the idea.
Chris wants that for sports. Like,
Okay.
who's doing the talking here?
Who's Steve Booyam?
Ryan Carter and Anthony LaPanta. Who the
And some
hell are
other
these
gentleman.
two guys?
With a lot of hair. The other gentleman. I don't know who it was.
Are you talking about the Wild on 7th podcast
Yeah, that's
with
the
John
podcast.
King? And
Yeah, the
Was
Beezer?
it the actual game or the podcast,
Yeah,
Chris?
something else.
It's the guy that
I don't
voices
know
the
what it
hockey
was.
hair video. That's John King, the
Yes.
Beezer.
Go
That's
Bears.
The Beezer?
Not the real Beezer.
No, he really needs
The Beezer's name is John King.
I'm sorry.
This is so confusing.
I'm
Sorry.
not sure
Well,
what was
put
going
names
on.
up.
I was eating at that restaurant, the burger bar that I enjoy so much.
The Beezer.
And
Yep.
they didn't have the sound on, and there were 3 people talking. I knew who 2 of them were. I didn't know who the third was, and I was aggravated, and I almost called Marley.
Bob?
No, Jacob Marley from Christmas
The
Carol.
dog?
That's his favorite
dog's
Dickens
dead.
character.
His dead partner.
Spoiler alert.
The Beezer.
I never saw that movie.
Anyway.
Then again, there hasn't been a movie about a dog where the dog hasn't died yet.
Rosie.
Which is dumb. Sorry.
That's
Well,
sad.
I'm sorry that I brought up my complaint to you, Marnie.
No,
but I
no,
just
no.
thought
I'm
maybe-
happy to answer all of your
thank you.
basketball questions.
You're welcome.
You have any
Or
others?
just to follow you around and tell you what show you're watching and who is speaking at any
I
point
just
in
needed to
time.
know. I don't know who was talking.
Marnes, which
Aggravating.
game? 5, 6, or 7? Which game do the Wolves close this thing out?
And please
feel-
don't lie.
At the start of the series, I said Wolves in 6, and I now feel like it's Wolves in 5.
yeah.
I just don't feel like they're messing around at all. And I feel like the Wolves have figured out how they can wear the Lakers down and how they, the depth is becoming an issue and they're tired. They're like all of that can play itself out. And I feel like the Wolves have figured the right buttons to push. I don't think it's going to be a blow up by any means. I think it's going to be a close game, but I do think it just feels like Wolves in 5. I don't know that this Lakers team has the fight to go. You know what we really want to do? Get on a plane and go back to Minnesota into that atmosphere and another 3.5 hour flight. Let's go do that to play another game. It just doesn't feel like they have that fight and want and will and energy.
Yeah, another piece of
honestly.
optimism if you're a Wolves fan. The month or 6 weeks leading up to the postseason, we saw some of the best basketball Rudy Gobert has played in a long time, right? He was just kicking ass,
Very
right?
good point.
Like 20 boards a game and scoring a bunch of points. He was just dominant. There were games that he was like barely missing because he was just a dunk fest. He's been super frustrating to watch
Brutal.
through 4. He's really struggling. So we're up 3-1 and haven't got Rudy's A game yet. Right, I still feel like if this series goes beyond 5, we're gonna have a game where he just dunks on everybody, like 6 or 7 dunks, and gets a bunch of offensive rebounds. This series has been one of those series where he can't catch. Right, he can't hold on to the ball, and you're like, that guy's a million feet tall. He's got giant hands. How can he not hold on to the ball? He just drops everything. But we saw 6 weeks of awesome basketball, so we know it's in him. It's just for whatever reason, this is a frustrating series so far.
Well, the Lakers have taken him out of the equation. They have schemed and made it a point to say Rudy is not going to give us 15 points and 20 rebounds. But in doing that, it's been helpful to the Timberwolves for Jaden McDaniels, Naz Reid, all these other guys that the Lakers are putting so much attention on being physical with Rudy, pushing him around, pulling on him a little bit, and taking him out of the game. And then the Wolves said, okay, well, we're going to have to win it this way with this guy and this guy and this guy. And I feel like that should make Wolves fans really comfortable in the fact that, as you said, Corey, if we all of a sudden light a fuse under Rudy Gobert, like that's the lever we haven't even pulled in this series. And maybe we can't because the Lakers have eliminated him, but the Lakers are using so much effort and energy and putting so many players there, it has allowed other guys to have better looks, have lanes that wouldn't normally be there. All those things are counters to that little strategy for the Lakers.
Watch Rudy just dominate the Warriors in the next round, too. Just a dunk fest.
Don't you wish you had better looks?
Well, he's
I do.
he's got to be definitely up for facing Draymond Green.
Oh, good point.
There we go.
I mean,
That would be
all
sick.
Draymond Green did is trash him in the last year's NBA playoffs.
Very true.
It is so weird how players almost obsess. Luka Doncic is a perfect example. Like the first couple of games, he's hunting for the Rudy matchup and he's just dribbling until he gets one-on-one with Rudy. And then he went like 1 of 8 in the combined first 2 games. And I think his coaching staff probably told him, that's enough with that. This is not personal. It's not you against him.
Right.
There's something about Rudy and other players that just he brings out this
when he
individual
hit, when he hit
hatred.
LeBron over the head and LeBron got pissed and Rudy just went. It was great when he just smugly looked at him like, relax.
We can't see your face on the radio.
I thought we were on camera.
Not until 8 o'clock, brother.
Oh, I thought that was the whole thing.
But even though most people are listening on the radio.
Yeah, well,
Is it just the French thing?
No,
the
it's
French
all
just
people in
annoy
America
us.
can
Is
see
that
it,
it?
too.
It's just like he gives you the little French.
No,
Annoying look.
he got a flagrant one against LeBron when they were boxing out on the free throw line, and
Right.
LeBron gave him a hard box out, and Rudy gave him the old elbow to the
back of
of
the
the
neck.
neck.
There was the one time that Rudy went like this, and then like LeBron kind of did one of these things.
Oh, yeah. I remember when
Yeah.
he did that, and then he did this. He went,
No, dude. He
What
didn't
game
do that.
were you
No.
watching?
He did this
I'm
thing.
talking about the hockey show I was watching.
He did this bit.
That's what they do on the hockey.
With the guy and the other guy.
That's
and
why I
the
need to
third
know
guy.
what it was.
Yeah.
I was pretty riled up.
The guy that has like this thing
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah. Look how it curves.
Jeez.
Vikings news in a second. More with John Bonus, more with Marney Gellner, more with audio meat sauce after this on the Fan.
All right. Power Trip Morning Show. Welcome back. Hey, Zacco Directo.
Yes, sir.
I would like to give something away to our lovely listeners who have to tune in to us every day and don't like it.
Well, many of those listeners are Twins fans, and all I'm going to say is this. Twins fans, get ready. Surfside iced tea and vodka and Surfside lemonade and vodka are your new game day MVPs. Refreshing
Yum!
and just 100 calories. They're the perfect drink for a day at the ballpark. And guess what? We got your shot at a pair of tickets to the Twins versus Orioles on May 6th, plus a Surfside prize pack. Be
Marzi.
caller number 11 now at 1-800-320-5326 to win. Good luck and have fun and go Twins.
He said have fun.
Added
but
by me at
I am,
second.
I'm all fired up about this. I'm going to get a winner. And Marnes, congratulations and thank you.
Hey, I'm in it for the Surfside prize pack.
I know. I understand.
Which I think you got the lemonade.
I got the lemonade
variety
ones,
pack?
yep, and I like it a lot. Oh, yep. I have two
The
left.
cherry lemonade.
Yeah,
Hello,
yep. Number one by a mile.
Surfside.
Okay,
No bubbles.
got it.
No troubles.
Love it. I'm gonna get a winner now. You guys do this.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Your truck accessories pro.
Well, let's talk about the important stuff. This is a couple days in the rearview mirror, but the first round pick of the Minnesota Vikings, Donovan Jackson, has a cat named Leonardo DiCaprio.
Brilliant. That was funny. That was great. And it was all over the video when he got drafted. That's a great bit when he said the name of the cat.
It's a cat. He's a
Yeah.
cat guy.
Yeah.
I can't
You
go
were a
back
cat
to
guy.
I was growing up because I had a really cool cat,
Named?
Isaiah, after Isaiah Thomas. True story.
Not after.
Not biblical. No, it was named after the basketball player. And so he was essentially a dog. He was like as interactive as a dog normally is. He wanted to be in the mix. And I'm like, cats are cool. Now I grew up and I'm like, I'm never going back. I'm a dog guy moving forward here. But anyway, good for Donovan Jackson. He likes cats. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, that's great. He's going to be a great player. I can't wait.
I love when humans put effort into naming pets.
Why'd you look right at me? You don't like my dog's names?
Well, yours are named after like sorbet or something.
Kind of, yeah. Mochi and Mars.
Mars bar?
No, actually, after Marzipan.
Planet.
No, I wanted it to be named after the planet. You don't know this part of it?
I do, but I just wasn't interested.
Yeah.
Can't blame you.
Yeah.
But do you remember, I wanted her to be named M-A-R-S, like the planet. And my girls told me, no, it's short for marzipan, so it's M-A-R-Z. And I'm like, I have to go to the vet and sign in my dog M-A-R-Z. I'm like, dear God, can you just take her?
What is a Mars?
Marzipan's like a dessert as well.
Cats
It's
named
like
after food is good.
yeah, I don't know.
Do you eat
Spices,
no,
parsley.
dessert?
Pickles.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the ambiguity of Mo and Mars.
Rosemary.
And I somehow got Mochi and Marzi.
You have to write the Z.
I have to write the Z. Like I'm a 14-year-old girl going, my dog's name is Mars with a Z. Whatever. Stupid ass Mars.
Things we do for our
That makes
kids.
me
You're
smile.
just there to pay for it.
Did Muppet already have her name?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
Muppet was Muppet when I got her. Yeah, it's too good of a name to change.
It was a good game.
Sauce
That's a good name.
absolutely loves his dog. He's a dog person. He loves Muppet.
Muppet.
He's got
Just-
another
No
dog,
Muppet.
though, doesn't
No, he doesn't. He just
No
has the
Muppet.
one. I've seen so many pictures online. It's just the one.
It's just my Muppy.
Yeah, just his Muppy.
Yeah, my Muppy. I love my Muppy.
He loves
I'd
his
say
Muppy.
Muppy over Uncle Peter.
I thought you had two dogs.
No.
We had
No.
Winnie, I think.
What?
Yeah. Oh, they're both great.
Do you call her my Winnie?
I call her, no, I call her Ernest Tubbs.
Your Winnie?
Hey, Sauce,
I used to call her Bovine.
I'm asking a question about football that I should know the answer to, but again, much like my story about my dog's name, Marney lost interest. Yeah. What date now do we have where you can start signing people that doesn't count against the comp picks for next year?
It was yesterday at 3:00.
All right, so now we should start seeing signings. Is that the theory?
If the Asante Samuel rummers are true, then he would be part of this team soon, right?
And then it doesn't count against the calculation for comp picks for 2026.
Yeah, it was 3:00 yesterday.
Okay, cool.
So
maybe. And you're hearing that's
I haven't heard anything. I just think that maybe it might happen. There's been dialogue, I think.
Is that because there was not cornerback addressed in the draft? Is that why you feel like we're going to sign quarterbacks now?
I'll let you know in about 2.5 hours.
Thank you. What a treat that would be.
And I'll send it to you.
Oh, God.
How about a quarterback?
I mean, I think McCarthy speaks today. I think that's something I saw yesterday.
In Zach's in Vegas.
Yeah. Poor Zach. Sorry, Zach.
I did see yesterday, not that this was a worry, but Sam Howell did pass his physical, so the trade has been official.
Do you know, I didn't know this, and I think we brought this up when he was drafted. Did you know he eats like you? He only eats, relax, he only eats like the stuff you eat? I'm dead serious.
I did see that he essentially only eats chicken in terms of meat, which is the only two I eat are chicken and bacon. That's it.
Yeah.
So cool. Sam Howell and I can have we'll have something to talk about the first time we meet.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
We can compare chicken strips and bacon.
There's other weirdos like you.
Yeah, there's plenty of them.
Yeah, which is fine. It's
okay. Yeah, how many of those weirdos have a dog named Mars with a Z? M-A-R-Z.
You have no say.
Canadian bacon?
You have no say.
That means I don't know in Spanish.
No,
Canadian bacon or just regular bacon?
No, just regular bacon. I'm an American.
Except from Manny's. He won't eat that.
Oh, that looked disgusting. You guys all say it's the greatest thing ever.
Their candied bacon.
Oh,
my.
It looked like little fat cubes.
Oh,
and you're like,
exactly.
Just cubes of pig fat. And you're like, this looks great. I'm like, cook it and flatten it. What are you guys doing?
It's elite.
Like
everybody said it was elite.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, look gross.
Do you eat thick cut bacon?
Oh, yeah.
Thinner the better. Thin and crispy.
Do you make it in the pan or do you bake it in the oven?
Let's just microwave it. I ain't got time for that.
Microwave bacon?
I ain't got time for that.
Oh, my old man loves microwave bacon.
Yeah, he's a smart dude. I like him already.
So do you buy it already cooked?
Sure, yeah. I get the Kirkland brand stuff at Costco.
Okay.
Hawk, do you cook my dad's bacon?
I wrestle with his sausage.
Who wins?
Nobody.
Oh.
So are you saying we should not have traded for Sam Howell because he eats like me?
No, I was just saying maybe that's something you two have in common. Maybe you two can talk about it.
I doubt we will.
I wonder if Sam Howell works in a veggie or something, or a smoothie, as a professional athlete.
Yeah, he's got to eat 10 times better than I do.
As somebody who is now in the father world, I didn't know this until I saw other people that have kids. Do you know they have like these
breastfeeding
chicken nuggets that are basically 95% veggie?
Sure, man.
And that's how they get kids to like eat the vegetable.
Yeah, it's a way to start lying to your kids.
Yeah.
Well, that pissed you off.
Wow, that made you mad.
They don't put vegetables in a chicken nugget. They're chicken nuggets.
Man, they got you with that, didn't they?
What about the veggie tots, like the cauliflower or broccoli?
No, like kids,
tater tots. It's a tater tot, and inside you're fooled.
No, but kids' chicken nuggets now are like full of vegetable, but they taste like
they're full of lies.
But kids don't know that, right? They don't know that.
So they taste a real chicken nugget, and then they're like, I ain't ever going back.
Yeah, ain't going back to vegetables.
When did they start smoking?
There was a lady on
the veggie nuggets made them do it
in the prep this morning that has to fool her kids into believing that she gets takeout. So she makes the food and puts it in bags.
That's
and then
brilliant.
This is an Italian place. New food! Yeah. We got tortellini minestrone.
Tortellini minestrone.
A I also.
So they'll only eat if it's takeout.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That's such a shot at her cooking, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I hate my mom's cooking unless I don't know it's my mom's cooking.
Yeah.
I can't imagine telling my mom and dad I wasn't going to eat.
Yeah, correct.
I can't imagine. Oh, really? Right. Well, we'll see you later when you starve to death.
Well, I think when we were growing up,
DoorDash.
when we were growing up, McDonald's was like a special treat.
Dude, I tell you, man, I've told these guys this before, but we didn't have a McDonald's anywhere near us. I had a real problem when I finally started going to college and had my own money, because when I could eat McDonald's every day, I ate McDonald's every day. It seemed like Christmas every day.
Yep.
Seriously, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And Burger King, don't even get me started.
So good.
Easter.
You had no fast food in Union City?
We had a Burger King. No, I'm sorry, a Burger Chef that turned into a Hardee's, and that's the only fast
Hardee's,
food joint we had
sounds
anywhere
about
near
right.
us. Yeah.
Marnes, what about you?
Well, I grew up in Minot, town of 33,000 at
In
the
the
time.
Dakotas?
So we had, actually North
You had
Dakota.
the works. You had it all.
So, yeah, basically, but Taco John's was kind of the big one down in South Hill.
I would live at a
We had a
Taco
McDonald's,
John's.
Burger
Oh, so
King, the
good.
basics. But I have vivid memories of like during Lent and my mom bringing home filet of fish.
Yes.
Multiple, like a bag full of 8 filet of fish sandwiches and 5 large fries.
Thank God
and
for
it
Lent.
being
Did anybody else get to
yes, and it being a treat.
Genius.
The other one was we had this pizza place called Night Train Pizza, and on Mondays you could get a large for a small charge. So if we ever did get takeout or something my mom didn't cook, it was usually a Monday. We got Night Train Pizza, large for a small charge, or Friday during Lent, McDonald's.
For those 6 weeks.
Otherwise, it was Schwann's Man, corn dogs, and whatever else he sold.
Yeah.
We did get a lot of Schwann Man.
Yeah. So did Hawk's sister.
No, we didn't have Schwann's down there.
Yeah.
We just had regular men.
She would have slept with him. How is your sister?
I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a while.
I hope she's good.
Why are you
Me
so
too,
concerned?
man. Thank you.
I hope she's good. She had a rough life. She was hooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, by
Then
choice,
she had a
though.
son that they
She
don't know
loves
who
it,
the
brother.
father is. Yeah.
No, don't judge. She loves
Wait,
it.
is she still doing it?
I would guess she probably is. I mean, she didn't go into NASA.
Genius.
Tough
You guys
transition.
are funny.
Fan 5 in a second,
That's
and
true.
then we'll do headlines.
And I got a couple things for you, Cor, if you don't mind.
Of course.
Like they got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has been announced, who went in, who didn't go in. I got all kinds of fun stories for you.
Johnny Bones, can you say the whole show? What are you doing?
Why not?
Yeah. Right on. More with John Bonus and Marnie Gellner after this on The Fan.